Oh man, it's almost Christmas. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's your boy Denzel Heavy Palmer, all in football. We got a whole lot of stuff for y'all. Listen, it's a glorious day, glorious night. Craziness in college football and the NFL. Big dog, take us away. Woo!
College football playoffs started
Yeah.
Friday night. Man, what a game it was. Number 8, Oklahoma. Number 9, Alabama.
Yeah.
Oklahoma jumped out 17-0. Then Alabama came back with 34 unanswered points to win 34-24 to get revenge from earlier this season in Tallahassee. How you feel?
Experience is the best teacher. It takes like one to know. It takes one to know experience. Listen, we didn't know what to expect. I believe I forget who I chose last week, but those guys came out fighting. They never started, never quit. I wanted so much from Matia and the Oklahoma guys, and I mean, they're now 0-5 in the college football playoff, which says a lot about those guys. The Alabama Crimson Tide, they're back, baby. They are back.
College Station was the scene. High noon, Texas. Texas A&M hosted the University of Miami. And the University of Miami and Texas were in a defensive dogfight all the way to the fourth quarter. Miami jumped out 10-3 with like 7 minutes left to go. Texas A&M had a chance, went down the field with less than 30 seconds. Moore threw it back of the end zone, picked off. Miami preserves the victory 10-3.
10-3. Low scoring game, and a lot of folks that really love football, they love a defensive game. Sloppy play from both teams, but that Miami defense, are they really for real? That's their first time hosting. Well, not hosting, correct me. That's their first time being a college football player. They're now 1-0. They get to face another big school next week. Shout out to the Hurricanes, man. That was a big win for those guys.
Ole Miss was the scene, Mississippi. Ole Miss hosted Tulane across the street, back rivalry. There was no rivalry, no Lane Kiffin, and they make no difference. As Ole Miss throttled Tulane 41-10.
And listen, we knew what time it was. They say a lot about these G5 schools, but there's another G5 school coming up, y'all. We gonna get to next. I'm gonna hold my horses. But man, Tulane, they did all they could. Ole Miss used that experience, that SEC powerhouse. Even Lane Kiffin gave him a shout on social media. He did.
Yeah, well, it was a shout out. Definitely a shout out on social media. Hey, you speaking of that game, you talking about that game. Let's get to that game.
Mm-hmm.
James Madison University take on Oregon in Eugene, Oregon.
That's right.
At one point, it was 34-3.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, James Madison erupted for 31 points.
Yeah.
Not close enough, though. But James Madison put Oregon on notice. That's the most points that have been scored on Oregon at home all year long. Matter of fact, all year period, as Oregon wins 51-34.
Yeah. Listen, James Madison, the Dukes, had nothing to be ashamed of. I know for a fact that they're not ashamed. Those guys went into Autzen Stadium, a loud environment, put up 31 extra points on top of the field goal that they had. That says a lot about their organization. Well, that school, when they eventually leave out the Sun Belt Conference and get that stadium expansion and move to the ACC or another bigger conference, that's what the next talk is. Also, as far as Oregon, we have some concerns in Eugene because to get that many points on the board, despite y'all still winning against a G5 school, that's all I'm gonna say.
So that sets up in 2 weeks. Well, 11 days.
Yeah.
On New Year's Eve at 7:30, the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. Ohio State at number 2 takes on number 10 Miami on ESPN.
That's definitely.
Don't pick your game yet. Don't pick your game because we got the next week to pick the games. Don't pick your game yet.
Thank you. I was ready.
I know you was ready. We got next week to do that. Also, New Year's Day when you wake up from partying and get over your hangover, we got the Capital One Orange Bowl for Miami. The Oregon Ducks will take on the Texas Tech Red Raiders on ESPN at high noon.
I can't wait for that one.
That's gonna be a good one. But I think the game everybody's gonna be waiting for is at 4:00. The Rose Bowl presented by Prudential. Number 9 Alabama takes on number 1 Indiana at 4 p.m.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Look at that one.
Cannot wait.
SEC all over again. Would it be revenge for Ole Miss, because remember Ole Miss was beating Georgia in between the edges. Number 6, Ole Miss takes on number 3, Georgia from the New Orleans Superdome, the All-State Sugar Bowl.
That's right. New Orleans, baby.
Hey, heavy. We got more football, college football, because the Final Four in the 1AA FCS playoffs was yesterday too. Montana State, and Montana State wins 48-23.
Experience, bro. Man, listen, those guys, they have a traditional rivalry, and I mean, those guys came out on top. And again, please stop sleeping on FCS football. People got to stop. There's talent everywhere.
That's right. And the second game, Illinois State took on Villanova in Philadelphia, and Illinois State throttled them 30-14.
Yeah, bro. I expected more from Villanova. I mean, they are a basketball school, and no disrespect to their football team, but Illinois State's definitely put BTA to those guys. They beat those guys mentally and physically. Got out coached.
So that sets up January 5th, the FCS championship game on ESPN at 7:30.
Yeah.
Illinois State is Montana State.
Woo!
Pick that one next week too.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait.
Hey, take me to commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna have the NFL. We got a lot of things going on there. Another torn ACL.
Oh, bro, listen. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all just heard another torn ACL. Injuries are getting real. It's not always just because they playing on turf. A lot of non-contact injuries and these things take place. It's all part of the game. Stay tuned for more All In Football. It's your boy Heavy and Big Dog. We'll be right back. Welcome back to All In Football. It's your boy Heavy. Again, I got to show January 26th. I got to make sure I promote that thing even better. But forget all that right now. We're going to the big leagues. Big Dog NFL time. Take us away.
Thursday, December 18th, the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. I ain't gonna lie. Them Seattle Seahawks helmets, emerald green, them Jones was fire.
Your uniforms tough. Uniforms
was fire.
Yes.
They were tough. But Seattle showed how tough they were. And Sam Darnold raced a 20-some point lead in the fourth quarter as the Seattle Seahawks won in overtime 38-37.
Hell of a game. They definitely had a not really too much of a controversial call on that 2-point conversion, but those guys showed grit and fight no matter what. Hell of a game from start to finish. NFC West battle. I loved it. That was probably game of the year. Don't be surprised if it's not.
It's probably number 1 or number 2.
Yeah.
I think Chicago to Cincinnati is going to have some say about that, too.
Yeah.
Black will come back. And Seattle now is the number 1 seed in the NFC. Saturday, December 20th, the Philadelphia Eagles fly. Took on the Washington Commanders and beat the Washington Commanders to win back-to-back NFC East championships, 29-18.
Hey, man. We knew what time it was. Again, it's a huge disappointment for the Commanders, especially how they turned out last year. We can't always go based on how last year goes, but I had so many expectations for those guys, and hopefully they can turn around come next season with the Eagles, rest up, and get ready for the playoffs. Some teams are willing to take you all out. For sure.
Saturday night. All the Saturday Night Fever in Chicago. They were house music all night long as the Bears took on go, Pack, go! As the Packers and the Bears went to overtime, and Caleb Williams threw a 50-yard bomb in overtime to win it. 22-16. Chicago. I told a lot of people that in the beginning of the year, they are for real. They are for real.
Listen, they are for real. Shout out to Caleb Williams and company. I mean, you can just see the team chemistry and just the spirit in the city of Chicago. I know they're looking to expand Soldier Field, which also talks of bringing it to a different state, but I don't think that'll happen. Chicago is ice cold hot, bro, in a good way. Windy City, they're showing a lot. They're proving a lot. I got a lot of questions in Green Bay. not just coaching changes, but not necessarily a coaching change, but quarterbacks. Michael Parsons went down last week, but those guys are showing why they are true to the Bear Nation.
Sunday. Welcome to the jungle. The Cincinnati Joe Burrow took on Miami Dolphins.
305.
Dan Marino was not coming through that door all Don Shula because Cincinnati was throttling them at one time, 34-7, as they went on to win 45-21.
Crazy. Cincinnati got the dub. They got a dub. We know they had to make a quarterback change. What's the kid, Quinn Ewers from Texas?
Yes.
He stepped in and everything. Had to go to a different environment. It's not 305, though it's not super hot down there. It's cold in Cincinnati. And I mean, honestly, for that organization, Cincinnati, I just want the best for them, honestly. With Joe Burrow and company, we shall see what's going to take place in the offseason. A lot of changes coming to Cincinnati. Better believe it.
Yep. Did you hear Miami offered 4 number 1 draft picks for Joe Burrow over the week?
I heard. Yeah.
Hey.
So it get real interesting.
The other Florida team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, took on the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte. Rick Flair was there. Woo! As the Panthers win 23-20 and take over first place in the NFC North.
Take over first place in the NFC South division. And I'm going to tell you this, bro. We have so many expectations. Now people want to question now, is Baker Mayfield really a fluke? Is he a joke? I love the guy, I love his energy and everything, but Carolina is a sleeper team. And we know historically they can get hot in the playoffs, so they win that division.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, do not sleep on Carolina. Don't sleep on Charlotte, baby. Don't sleep on it. No.
Go! Clap! Go! Clap! As he took that big Viking ship to New York City and Gotham City and played the G-Man. And Minnesota and Jefferson and company, 16, the Giants 13.
Hey, man, close game. We know a lot of people probably won't really watch the game because of what was at stake. They needed that win to see what they can do as far as doing more evaluations. In the offseason, we mentioned another previous quarterback on the other team that we talked about. He used to play with a receiver that plays in Minnesota, so we shall see.
The America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, hosted that L.A. San Diego Superchargers. L.A. San Diego Superchargers. And the Superchargers went in and beat the mess out of the Cowboys 34-17.
Hey, man, they destroyed those guys. These guys are for real. I can't wait to see who they match up with in the playoffs. These guys are legit for real. They showed it last week against an experienced veteran team, the Chiefs. I can't wait to see a possible potential part 3 in the playoffs against the Denver Broncos. The AFC West is hot without KC.
Speaking of the AFC West, that Tennessee Titans took on the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Tennessee Dolly Parton 9-5 and the Nashville Hot Chicken, and Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid wanted a bucket of that hot fried chicken, and Travis Kelce didn't even play but a little bit, and Pat Mahomes sitting at home watching it. As the Tennessee Titans beat the Chiefs 26-9, and Gardner Minshew went out with a torn ACL.
That's back-to-back weeks. I mean, that's not heard of, man. Prayers up to that organization. As we know now, they're going to go through a huge change. The dynasty, you can pretty much say it's close to being over. I know Mahomes is rehabbing, but I'm going to give kudos to Tennessee. They said we're going to take advantage while we can. That's exactly what they did. We'll see if Kelce comes back next season. A lot of things to talk about.
Yes, it is. Hey, the Buffalo Bills, nobody sucked the wagon like the Buffalo Bills and Bills Mafia took on the Cleveland Rocks. And Shedeur Sanders and company had many a chance to win this game, but couldn't do it as the Bills prevailed 23-20.
Hey,
and
man,
Miles
the Bills
Garrett a half a sack away from breaking the record.
Yeah, Myles Garrett's definitely going to break that record despite how the team's record is looking right now. But they had so many opportunities, man. We know, again, Shedeur Sanders, he had that late start. They also talked about last week that Kevin Stefanski gave him the wrong play call, wristband thing or whatnot. So, you want him to be in the best position, but it's not just about Shedeur Sanders. They had so many opportunities on defense and to capitalize and fell short. And Buffalo shows why they are a potential candidate to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl.
The Jets. Jets. When the Saints wore all gold uniforms. For the first time in the history, the New Orleans Saints wore all gold. And they beat the gold out of the New York Jets 29-6.
Yeah, man, they gotta really. I want them to put Coach Aaron Glenn in a better position to lose to the Saints. I mean, it's still the NFL at the end of the day. Those guys came in with a victory, came away victorious. I mean, kudos to that organization to get a W down in New Orleans. But the Jets got to do a lot of reclassifying and figuring out how they can put themselves in position to at least be a 500 winning percentage team.
Due to NFL restrictions at this time, and we're live, we cannot give you the scores of this game, but we can tell you who's playing. But the scores will be at the bottom of the screen on Tuesday at finals. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Denver Broncos. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
The Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. And the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. And Sunday Night Football, the New England Patriots and the Baltimore Ravens. And Monday night, the Indianapolis Colts host the San Francisco 49ers.
That's going to be a good one.
Take me to commercial break, and we'll come back with who you got for next week.
All right, who you guys? One of my favorite parts of the show. Y'all stay tuned for more. Listen, we're getting closer and closer and deep into the college football playoff and deep into the playoffs. For the NFL, we'll be right back. It's your boy Heavy and Big Dog. See you soon.
Switch it.
All right, welcome back to All in Football. This is the part that I really love. Who you got? Who you gonna pick? Big Dog. Without further ado, it's time. Take it away.
There's a day that Jesus Christ was born, and it's happy birthday to him all day long.
Yeah.
The Dallas Cowboys come to the nation's capital to take on the Washington Commanders on Netflix. That's right, Netflix at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Man, honestly, bro, I got Dallas winning this game. This game can go either way. Both teams are struggling. They expected so much more from both teams this season. But I got Dallas coming away in the close victory against the Commanders.
I got the Commanders in that one. Hey, the Detroit Lions go to Skull Clap. And on Netflix at 4:30, the Lions and the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Who you got?
Detroit. Sure, man. They're going to show and prove why they belong in the NFC playoffs, man. And those guys are hungry, bro. I got Detroit probably giving them a pretty good beatdown, but not too much of a beatdown. You know how those rivalry games go. But I got Detroit.
All right. Prime Video, Thursday Night Football on Christmas night, 8:15. The Denver Broncos go to Arrowhead Stadium to take on the Kansas City Chiefs.
And listen, the Broncos will take care of business. We saw, unfortunately, Gardner Minshew went down to ACL, 2 back-to-back ACL injuries for both of their quarterbacks, man. They probably won't even play a lot of their guys, especially with them not going to the playoffs. Just to see what they can work with going to next season and whatnot. So I got the Broncos winning big in this one.
Who? The Houston Texans. Who? The Houston Texans take on the LA San Diego Superchargers. LA San Diego Superchargers. On NFL Network from SoFi Carport. Who you got?
Man, I got the Chargers winning at least by a field goal, man. Houston Texans, they have a great defense. Man, we might see a rematch in the playoffs, but I got the Chargers at least winning by a field goal.
I agree. Go, Pack!
Go!
Go, Pack! Go! Quote the Ravens, nevermore as Lamar Jackson and the big man Deuce, better known as Derrick Henry, come into the Lambeau Field of Frozen Tundra on Peacock at 8 o'clock. Who you got?
Man, with Micah Parsons going down a few weeks ago, I got the Ravens barely winning this. But we're going to see, can Lamar really adapt to a real cold environment consistently? They got to feed the ball to Derrick Henry. We're going to see if they can really be a consistent team because they have no choice but to win out if they want to at least make it to the playoffs or at least win the AFC North.
Sunday, December 28th, the Pittsburgh Steelers take on the Cleveland Rocks. Cleveland Rocks on CBS at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Now, I got Pittsburgh taking care of business, bro. These guys know what's at stake. They want to be AFC North champions, and not just that. They want to go deep into the playoffs, especially with the veteran experience from Aaron Rodgers, bro. I got Pittsburgh winning big.
I got Pittsburgh losing in an upset. Shador Sanders, 3 times.
Oh, man. Okay, I got you. Okay.
1 o'clock on Fox. The New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel, take on the Jets. Who you got, Patriots?
I got the Patriots, bro. They know what's at stake. They're literally trailing behind Buffalo Bills in that division, and they are going to prove why they are a playoff team.
The New Orleans Saints, come marching in. When the Saints come marching in, they're going to stop by and get some of that hot Nashville chicken and play the Tennessee Titans on CBS at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Man, I got Tennessee taking care of business, bro. Despite them getting a huge win against the Buccaneers and Saints, I got Cam Ward and those guys getting another victory, back-to-back wins for the first time probably this season.
I'm not on probation, and it's not the Indianapolis because it sure ain't Memorial Day. But it's Christmas Day weekend at the Duval County Jacksonville Jaguars take on the Indianapolis Colts on Fox at 1 o'clock.
Man, listen, that's going to be a hell of an AFC South showdown. It's going to be a blood, sweat, and tears in that one. And believe it or not, I'm going to pull away with the Indianapolis Colts to get that dub. I got the Colts winning.
The Battle of South Florida, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Miami Dolphins on Fox at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Man, I got the Dolphins taking care of business by, I think they'll be able to bounce back, no more than the field goal. I think Quinn Ewers will become more comfortable as a quarterback his second week, so we shall see.
They're coming all the way from the left corner of the United States of America. The Seattle Seahawks come to Charlotte to play Ric Flair and the Charlotte Panthers. Woo! And on CBS at 1 o'clock.
Is history going to repeat itself? I remember the rivalry between those guys in the playoffs, Cam Chancellor against Cam Newton, bro. Man, listen, the Seahawks are hot. Don't sleep on the Panthers. I got the Seahawks winning at least by a touchdown or two. But it's going to be a hell of a game for sure. It might be another playoff preview for the NFC.
The Arizona Cardinals come out of that spaceship and fly north in the cold to play the Cincinnati Bengals. Welcome to the jungle. And Joe Burrow and company on Fox at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
I think the Bengals will take care of business just to, at least leave the season off now not too much of a sour taste. They'll take care of business. Arizona, they had to do a lot of rebuilding too. A lot of questions about Kyler Murray as well too. So we shall see. But I got the Bengals in this one.
Raiders!
Yeah.
Take on the G-Men, the Giants and the Raiders on CBS at 4:05 from Vegas.
Man, I got the Raiders winning this one. I don't know how we don't know how this game's gonna go. Two mid teams, man. They just gonna go out there and play. I got Max Crosby looking good and doing well, and I'm gonna go with the Raiders in this one.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah.
All the way to victory. And the Eagles take on the Buffalo Bills and Bills Mafia. And nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills on Fox at 4:25 from Rich Stadium.
Heck yeah, man. A lot of folks are saying, is this a potential Super Bowl preview? One of the best AFC teams and one of the best NFC teams. I have the Philadelphia Eagles taking care of business. I think that defense and Cooper DeJean, I like that kid a whole lot. He's going to be able to slow down Josh Allen just enough. And again, this could be a potential Super Bowl matchup. We shall see, but I got the Eagles.
The Chicago Bears, take on that Levi, Charlie Card, 1 Adam 12 San Francisco 49ers from Levi Stadium on NBC Sunday Night Football. Who you got?
Man, listen, I got this is crazy. I'm going with the 49ers, bro. I'm going to go with them. They might see each other again in the playoffs, but I got the 49ers winning at least by, close game by landslide.
If the 49ers win out, they win the NFC West. Simple as that.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Monday Night Football from the ATL. The Atlanta Falcons host the LA Hollywood Randy Donut Rams on ESPN. Who you got?
Rams taking care. I got the Rams, bro. No question about it. Man, Stafford might throw for at least 350 yards passing and no interceptions. I got the Rams winning big in this one.
Okay. From the clipboard real quick. Chiefs, Minshew suffers ACL tear out for the year.
Bro, again, back-to-back weeks. Prayers up to both quarterbacks. Not sure if Minshew will be there next season. We shall see. But again, the Chiefs got a lot of regrouping to do, bro. The dynasty is close to being over. We shall see how those guys recover, especially your star quarterback and Patrick Mahomes. So we shall see.
McCarthy injured, suffered hand injury in Vikings win against the Giants.
Yeah, he suffered that injury again. Minnesota, they've had an up and down season. He finally was able to showcase his talent this year after being hurt last year. So we shall see again. A few changes could take place. But Joe Burrow being Minnesota, we don't know. Let's just keep our eyes and ears, open. We shall see.
Ole Miss gratified with first CPF win without Kiffin.
Yeah. Without Kiffin or with Kiffin, we know for a fact against Tulane, that school, no disrespect to Tulane Green Wave, and they're going to come away with a victory. We'll see what they can do next week. This might be their last week, but we shall see.
Lanning said Ducks fall short of standard in the CFP win.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I question that team even more. We know they have a history of not doing well in the college football playoff, or they get to a national championship, they fall short. But the fact that you let a small, decent enough school, JMU, put on an extra 31 points. I mean, those guys fought to the end. They still got the W's they should have, but I mean, hey, we shall see what's going to take place with Oregon.
Tell everybody you're going to be at your comedy show and take us home.
Comedy show January 26th. I'm freezing my butt off right now, but for good purpose, good cause. Stay tuned for more. Listen, happy holidays, you all. Be safe. Enjoy the eggnog and all that comes with it. It's your boy Denzel, Happy Palmer, and my guy Big Dog. We will see you all next week. Stay safe.